Hello, my name is Matthew Parsons. I'm a Solutions Architect here at Yorktel, and today I'm going to talk to you about how we collaborate within our meeting rooms and how Cisco Spark could improve that user experience. Now, as I walked into this meeting room today, this Spark Board device beside me woke automatically. It presented me with a welcome screen. This welcome screen is asking me to tap the home button or use the Cisco Spark app to get started. So right now, I'm going to use the home button. And as you can see, I have 3 core activities that I can select. These are activities that we typically do within our meetings. I can call someone, and that can be an audio or video call. I could whiteboard to start annotating, or I could share some content with you guys. So to start with, I'm going to show you how you can share content. So very intuitive interface. It's now given me 2 options. I can wirelessly share using the Cisco Spark app, or I can connect a HDMI cable to one of my devices. So I'm going to show how we can wirelessly share content using the Cisco Spark app. I have my laptop. I can click share screen. My device is now going to connect to the Spark board. It's going to show who's sharing content, and my content will appear. I'm going to stop sharing. And as you can see, it's taken me back to the main home page where we first started. Now, my next activity would be to whiteboard. We've just reviewed some content, that could be a PowerPoint, and I now want to brainstorm some ideas with the people in this room. We tap whiteboard. I'm presented with a new white canvas where I can start to annotate upon. I have some options here down below to change the colors, use the eraser tool. I also have a stylus that's magnetized to the bottom right-hand side of the board. This mimics the same look and feel as a standard dry board marker, no batteries, very easy to use. I can scribble. I can have maybe another person here annotating with me on the other side, so we have 2 points of contact. I could change the color. I can annotate accordingly. Very easy to use to annotate upon. Now, once we've done some whiteboards, we want to share that with the other people in this room, right? So how do I get this whiteboard to other people? So I can tap Save to Spark. It's then going to give me the option, it's going to list all the people in this room with the Spark app installed. I can create a space. We will all then get the same whiteboards we've just done here in the room. And outside of the meeting room, we can exchange messages, we can exchange files, we can collaborate further until we meet again and we can pick up from the same point we left off from. Okay, so the next activity to demonstrate will be calling. Now, I can tap call to place a call right now, or I can interact with the device, bring up the space that we created earlier and interact with that. So I will pull out my mobile phone, go into the Cisco Spark app, find the space that we created and connect the space to the Spark board. Now, let's open the space, and as you can see, we have 2 new activities. We have people, we have files. If I go into people, it will show me who's a member of this particular space. If I go back, I can go into files, and we have a selection of files here that people have added to the space through the Spark app. So if I go into an image, I can bring up this diagram here. I can pinch to zoom in and out. I can double tap to show the optimum resolution of the image. If I go back, I can bring up a document. I can scroll through that document, or I can pick the particular page that I want to review. Now, for those that might be in the room or on the far side, they can also review this content with me on their chosen device with the Spark app, okay? So I'm going to go back, and I'm now going to show you calling. If I tap call, I can place a call right now that will dial all the members that are part of that space.
Hello.
Hello. So Max has joined the call. I now want to annotate with Max using a whiteboard. So I can bring up the whiteboard. I can bring up a previous whiteboard that we've created. I'll share this whiteboard with Max. and we can begin to collaborate together. Now, as you can see, Max is still on the call. We've got him in a small picture above the whiteboard. I can always return to the video call as well by tapping return to share. And as you can see, I've won in this case. Now, I can stop sharing with Max. I can return the call so we can go back to a video call between the two of us. I can now actually move this call from the Spark Board device onto my mobile phone. Now, why would I want to do that? The whole reason being is that typically a lot of the time you run out of time to collaborate together. You need to move from one meeting room to another location because someone's waiting outside. So what I can do on my mobile phone device is I can drag the call from the Spark Board onto my mobile. So I drag down on my mobile phone. The call is dropped from the Spark Board, but it is moved onto my Spark app. Now, I will typically go back to my desk and carry on the call on my mobile phone device, or I might stumble across another vacant room. So I've stumbled into a new room. I now want to transfer the call back onto this device because I don't want to use my mobile phone. I can simply do that by dragging up. And as you can see, it's returned the call. Thanks, Max.
Thank you. Bye.
So we've hung up the call. Now, you might have exchanged confidential information on a whiteboard, for example. How do you get rid of that? Simply by holding down the home button. As you can see, it will clean up for the next user. Hopefully that demonstration was beneficial and informative. Thank you for watching.